What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. We are now raising meat rabbits. This is our breeding pair. This is our male. This is our female. We have them in a tractor kind of a setup, which is great because it's very safe, keeps them safe. We can move this around to give them constant access to new grass, which is great. And hopefully their manure will help to improve the soil underneath the tractor. Now, in my opinion, meat rabbits are great. Definitely consider raising meat rabbits because they produce a lot of meat very quickly. They seem to be relatively easy to take care of. And from the little bit that I've seen and I have heard, they are easy to process, okay? And nowadays with meat prices, folks, you have to think about raising your own meat, producing your own meat. Now, rabbit meat is a very lean meat. We happen to really enjoy rabbit meat, okay? And just because it's not common, and maybe not a lot of people eat rabbit meat, okay, does not mean you should not consider rabbit meat, okay? And this is great because, in my opinion, it's important when you raise animals for processing. Try to use every part of the animal. It's kind of a way to, maybe you could say, honor the animal, maybe you could say respect the animal, because if we're going to harvest our own animals, when we do this on our own, when it comes to producing any meat really of any kind, any animal protein, most likely if you harvest on your own, it's going to be more quote unquote humane and less brutal than what they do in those larger facilities when they have a high volume harvesting going on. I'll just leave that at that. So if you're concerned about those types of things, I'll just touch and go on this subject, but be realistic about where your meat comes from. If you eat any animal protein, animal fats, know where your food comes from, okay? And you can't be, or you should not be rather, in my opinion, if you do eat meat, upset with people for raising their own meat, because if you eat meat, all you are doing is subcontracting the violence, subcontracting the processing to someone else. And just because you don't see that processing happening does not mean, the processing still happens, right? So, I think there's a certain amount of maturity that comes with eating animal meat, eating animal proteins, eating animal fats, because I think sadly many people do not understand where their food comes from, and that goes with animal proteins, that also goes with just vegetables, produce, greens, all food. Most people really don't understand, or I would say many people rather, to be fair, don't really understand where their food comes from. So here I am to encourage you folks to get more intimately acquainted with the process. Start raising your own food. Start with a garden. Start with some chickens, maybe some quail, maybe some meat rabbits, whatever. Stick with maybe more quote unquote easy animals, okay? Maybe smaller animals in general tend to be easier, I would assume. Maybe for the most part, do your research, but please, if you're not moving towards self-sufficiency, towards self-reliance, maybe you've been asleep for the past 2, 3, 4, however many years, decades maybe. Just that's my humble advice. That's my encouragement, folks. So we are so excited, and we are going to try to use every part of these animals. Hopefully they will breed soon, and then hopefully we'll have lots of protein for our freezer. As far as their, the rabbit meat, that's going to be great meat to have. As far as their organs, we could eat those, okay? We could also take those organs and we could feed them to our other livestock, okay? And obviously the rabbit manure, which is, by the way, something you could actually, I believe, put directly on your garden, okay? Or, in your containers. If you want to put them in containers, that's up to you. Do your own research. But it's a great direct application type of manure. Therefore, I would consider that a fertilizer in a way. Okay, so rabbit manure is great. We are going to use their pelts, save their pelts, use their pelts, sell their pelts, whatever, okay? And just everything. Rabbit meat, their organs for us. We could also feed the organs to our other livestock, their pelts, and the manure. So always try to maximize, okay? Always try to use the whole animal and, you know, do the best you can, folks. Hope you're all well. And we are new to the rabbit process. That's why I was kind of easing into it. I have not put these two together yet to breed them because I wanted to learn a little more. First and foremost, it was most important for us to make sure these animals are safe, to make sure that the animals, you know, make sure we understand how to feed them properly, what to feed them, make sure that we obviously give them water and learn how to take care of them first before we move forward. That was important to us. Just let me know in the comments below if you have raised meat rabbits, if you have any advice. I am absolutely looking to learn. We are a community here, and always willing to learn from you folks. I know many of you folks are very, very intelligent and very experienced. So help us out. Hit the comment section below. You know, give us some advice. If you do not have rabbits, but you are interested in raising meat rabbits, let us know. Maybe we could all help one another. Okay? I hope you're all well, folks, and it's a beautiful day here in the Ozark region, and just very, very happy to keep moving forward with all of our plans here. And I hope you're all well. Let me know what you folks are doing to be more self-sufficient, more self-reliant. Take care.